Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. LeBron James is back at it again with his antics. The season hasn't even started yet, and this dude is already pulling off the antic show, right? He just up here just making noise, knocking over drinks, pouring honey all over the place. He just up to his usual. So as you guys know, LeBron made major headlines this week where he pump faked like he was about to make some serious decision. And some of us morons out here actually thought that this guy was going to announce his retirement. Other people said, Charles, you're giving this guy too much credit. I apologize. I thought LeBron was going to be a serious person. Apparently I was wrong. But he ended up being a commercial for a Hennessy ad. And they discussed this on ESPN First Take yesterday. But little did I know that, or was it yesterday for yesterday, one of those days. But little did I know that Stephen A. Smith was going to talk about it some more on his show, the Straight Shooter Show. So a clip was sent to me this morning of Stephen A. Smith basically calling LeBron James fans ignorant for believing that all of this stat padding that he plans to do and that he's been doing over the last few years will somehow make him the GOAT over Michael Jordan. I'm like, well, Stephen A., this is what they think is going to happen. So for those of you who didn't hear what he had to say about LeBron, take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here, express his thoughts, and I'm going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to him here.
I want to be in L.A., and here we are. He's going to be 41. He's in his 23rd years. Stat padding his way to ignorant folks out there thinking that's going to make him the GOAT over Jordan, not realizing that most of the stuff it took him to do in 20 plus years, Jordan did in 13. We're going to look at all of that stuff, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm telling you where the hell I stand. I didn't mention anything about the announcement because I wasn't getting caught up in all of that sauce. We played that game before. We know what time it is and things that he did to bring attention to himself, before. That's his business. I'm talking strictly basketball. Hennessy, I don't mind. Listen, Hennessy VSOP. Yo, y'all buy it. And some people say talking about LeBron right now is giving him attention. He deserves it. LeBron James is one of the greatest players to have ever lived. In my opinion, top 2 all time. I got him ahead of Kobe. I got him ahead of Tim Duncan. I got him ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whose resume is better. But I'm just talking about as an NBA player. I got him ahead of those cats. I got him ahead of everybody but Michael Jordan. And if you want to sit up there and you want to promote something for Hennessy and have a commercial, that's cool. But to tease it, to hint towards a possible retirement, to get people to go on StubHub to pay over $700 for a season finale ticket, to do all of that, and to feed off of the iconic decision that was the quote-unquote decision to bring attention to yourself, yeah, you made some money.
So you heard what Smith had to say. What are my thoughts about this? Stephen A., you could have said this 5 years ago, bro. You literally could have said this 5 years ago, and it would have been true. LeBron fans, their entire claim to the GOAT debate is stats. And they're following after their leader, the stat man. That's the reason why they place so much of an emphasis on the scoring title. Before the scoring title, LeBron James fans would tell you they never cared about it. They never believed that was a feather in the hat of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as to why Kareem Abdul-Jabbar needs to be ranked ahead of LeBron James. Nor did they think it was championships. No. Things only become important to these guys when their favorite player does it. That's the truth. LeBron fans will talk about finals MVPs and MVPs when they're talking about, for example, Kobe Bryant. They'll say, oh no, LeBron has 4 finals MVPs and I think 4 regular season MVPs. Kobe only has 2 finals MVPs and 1 regular season MVP. He's not on Kobe's level. Kobe is not on his level. This is them. Then when you say, okay, no problem, but Jordan has 6 finals MVPs. He has 5 regular season MVPs. There's more to the game than just rings. Ring culture is weird. Excuse me. I thought rings was what it was all about. Because in order for you to get those finals MVPs that y'all like quoting every 5 minutes, you got to win rings. Then that doesn't happen. But then some Kareem fans will be like, but yeah, Kareem, he never led the league in scoring like Kareem. Yeah, but there's more to it than that. Then they get the scoring title. Then it'll be now 42,000 points. This is what they do. In their minds, okay. Let's put it this way. Here's the fundamental difference between LeBron fans and other NBA fans. This is the fundamental difference. You're talking about a set of delusional people. Okay? These people right here. Other NBA fans that are not LeBron fans, this is the difference between them and LeBron fans. Other fans would say, my favorite player was Dr. J. Another guy would say, my favorite player was Magic Johnson. Another guy would say, my favorite player was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Or Jason Kidd, or Kobe Bryant. All of these other fans would then also concede, I think MJ's the GOAT. All of them. LeBron fans are the only fans that think he's the GOAT. Let me repeat it once more, because you have a fringe opinion that's now trying to be pushed like as if it's what everybody no. This is a fringe opinion that was promoted by people like Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Kendrick Perkins, and all the other guys out there that twerk it up on a daily basis. They popularize this opinion and now try to make it seem like this is a thing. The majority of NBA fans do not even consider LeBron as a GOAT. The majority. And they've been trying to push, oh, he's the GOAT, or at the very least, he's the second best. The majority of fans don't believe that. They believe it. So the reason I say that this is a fool's errand is all of this stat padding that you're doing, you're not convincing anybody. Because nobody was convinced for 22, 21 years. So you think is this stat or that stat that's going to convince them? People already came to the conclusion years ago that LeBron is not the GOAT. They even knew that even after he won his 4th ring. But they believe that if we keep accumulating stats, somehow that will convince people he's the GOAT. That's the reason he's still doing what he's doing. That's the reason. And they believe it's changing hearts and minds. It's not. They did the Last Dance docuseries poll in 2020. Even then, majority of fans believe MJ's the GOAT. But they believe they're moving some type of needle because Clutch Sports and these guys have littered their people all throughout media, like Chris Broussard, Nick Wright, affiliates, Shannon Sharp, and all of them. They can go out there and promote this nonsense. They feel like they're not changing anybody's mind. They get various sports publications to write favorably about this guy. They believe it's not changing anybody's mind, bro. They try to have it be this debate when in reality it's not. Now, there's some people that believe he's a GOAT. Stephen A. Smith, I believe, believes he's the second greatest player. I don't think so. And a lot of other people don't think so. But they believe that this stat padding is going to push him over Jordan when we all know it's not. Because LeBron had stats. If LeBron was meant to be viewed above Jordan, why is he still playing? Why? They themselves know it. That's why if LeBron had an opportunity to win a championship this year, they'll be screaming in joy. But I thought ring culture is weird. These are the people we up against on a daily basis. A bunch of honey slinging buffoons. What did I tell y'all this offseason? Did I not say that after we found out the Lakers would not give LeBron an extension, this guy may not go quietly? What did I say? I said it. For all the people that have been watching this channel, you know I said it. I said that this guy may end up being a nuisance his final year with the Lakers. And since that point, what has occurred? We saw LeBron making posts in front of the Clippers practice facility. That was a slap to the Laker fan base. He did that. We then saw that instead of attending training camp the first day, the guy went to go party with Kai Cenat, dancing and all of that during the live. Then we get the next story that, oh, LeBron gonna miss the entire preseason. Then before that, we had the story of, oh, 4 teams are interested in trading for, y'all remember that? When Dave McMenamin made those posts about it this summer when we did lives about it. Oh, the Clippers are interested in LeBron. The Warriors, the Cavaliers, or the Dallas Mavericks. Y'all remember all of that, right? You remember when LeBron attended that summer league game when I think where Bronny was playing and ESPN tried to interview him. He said, I have nothing to talk about with my time with the Lakers. Y'all remember that. Then we get the latest news last night that LeBron is going to miss the next 3 to 4 weeks, essentially the first month of the season, because of a glute injury. For those of you who don't know what a glute is, that's your booty. Okay, he's suffering from sciatic nerve pain or something like that. The pain that runs through the bottom of your leg. And I'm like, okay, fine. We do that. We did a show about it, and I told you guys it's going to be one circus clown show before this year is over. Y'all thought this dude was going to leave quietly. He not going to leave quietly at all. But it turns out there's some people out there that believe that LeBron is actually faking his injury. That in fact, he's not injured, and instead he is pouting in order to sabotage the Lakers season. And that person would be none other than his biggest critic, Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless did a show last night on his channel where he was reacting to this news of LeBron going to be missing the next 3 or 4 weeks. And Skip Bayless essentially accused LeBron of faking an injury because he's pouting at the Lakers and he's basically showing them that he's not happy with them. For those of y'all who didn't hear what Skip had to say, he said a lot, but y'all know Skip talks slow. So I want you guys to sit down, listen to everything that Skip said, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Skip Bayless here.
I told you this was coming. LeBron James isn't hurting. He's pouting. He's rebelling. He's going little kid on the Los Angeles Lakers for the way they have treated or mistreated him, in his view. He's saying, okay, if Luke is the man, if I'm not in your plans, then I'm basically going to take my basketball and go home. So LeBron reportedly is out for first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, call it the first month of the season, because he's suffering sciatica, shooting pains down his leg. We were told just as training camp opened that he had nerve irritation in his glute, and that could translate into the current sciatica. But LeBron and his team are brilliant at creating injury excuses. Nobody in the history of sports has ever been more clever and deceitful in faking and creating and exaggerating injuries than LeBron James and his camp. The brilliant minds around him. See Maverick, see Rich, see Randy, see all Mike. See all of the above. This is what's happening, is that LeBron is suffering sciatica of the psyche. The only thing injured in LeBron right now is his pride that got stepped on by, of all people, the Lakers. I told you this was coming because it was clear to me and a shock to me that as the Lakers were extending Luka and extending open hands to Luka, as in, we'll do everything in our power to make you happy as the new face of this franchise. Remember, the Laker brass, Jeannie, Rob, front office execs, boarded a private charter and flew all the way to Europe to support LeBron through a portion of Eurobasket, the big tournament over there, the off-season tournament from the NBA season. They went to support Luka. They had reportedly a huge dinner with Luka just after the Lakers flamed out in the first round of the playoffs, just to assure him and his camp that he is the man. They will do everything in their power to support him as they move into a new era of Laker basketball built solely around him, not around LeBron. Obviously, Luka and LeBron respect each other. I think they vibe well on the court off each other. But Rob Pelinka watched what happened against the Minnesota Timberwolves first round. Lakers favored, solid favorites to win the first round. Tied one game all. Game 3, sorry, Hazel's getting upset. Game 3 back here in Los Angeles, LeBron's house. LeBron disappeared games 3, 4, and 5, right on schedule. Luka wasn't much better, if any better. Lakers flamed out and lost in a gentleman's sweep. 5 games to the T-Wolves, and Rob Pelinka said, I've seen enough of that LeBron, because he's seen it again and again. He saw it the previous 2 years against Denver, first in the conference finals, swept. Then in the first round of the next year against Denver, gentleman swept. And Rob said, that's enough. He's 40. He's washed, to use LeBron's favorite word. And they threw their arms around Luka in ways that shocked me, because LeBron wanted to get extended another couple of years so it could be his call whether to say goodnight to basketball as a Laker. It would be his call with 2 more years on his deal to vibe off Luka, see if they could win themselves a chip this year, maybe 1 more year, and then LeBron could make the call as to launch the LeBron Over America farewell tour. LeBron wanted that, and frankly, deserves it. No one would be more in his glory as the bogus king, the phony goat, than LeBron bleeping James. You could see what would happen. They forced his hand, and they wanted him to do it right here, right now. As training camp opened, they wanted LeBron to make an announcement. That's why we all thought this second decision was the big announcement, that this will be his last year. Because if you do it now, then you get to go to every city in a row. The last game you play in every NBA city, you get feted, you get worshipped, you get honored, you get parties thrown for you in city after city after city. You get showered with gifts in each city. Maybe it's gag gifts like rocking chairs, but you get gifts. I watched Dr. J do it back in the day, and it was great because LeBron certainly has earned that as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. And the Lakers just said, okay, if you want that, you have to do it now. And LeBron said, screw you. I'd use another word, but I try to keep it clean. But you know what word? That's what he F-U'd the Lakers. He said, F you because you are F-U'ing me. The Lakers have played the off-court game with LeBron James masterfully. They have backed him into a corner out of which he cannot fight. I've told you again and again, this is the first big off-the-court game LeBron has lost because they know, and I know, and you know, that LeBron wanted to retire a Laker.
Excellent. So you heard what Skip had to say. A lot of what he's saying makes sense. And another reason why I think Skip is on the money is because Skip is plugged in LA. He actually lives in LA. Skip was the one that was telling us about, Kawhi Leonard is injured, he's not coming back. Skip was the one that was giving us that insider information. And I believe him 100% here. Even one of his fans posted yesterday, you think you guys are going to maltreat me and do this and do that, and then y'all expect me to give you my full effort? It's not going to happen. That's what one of his fans said. They all know what's going on here. He's mailing it in, folks. He's mailing it in. And he's essentially saying, y'all don't need me? Okay, fine. You got Luka. You got Ayton. You got Austin Reeves. Rivers, whatever his damn name is. You got Marcus Smart. You got all of these guys. Austin Reeves. Go win with him. Let me see what you got. He don't care, bro. Y'all thought, at least I stupidly thought that he was going to announce his retirement with the Lakers. It would have made sense, but I think now the reason LeBron is not announcing his retirement is because he wants nothing to do with the Lakers anymore. And he's not going to give them that send-off farewell tour. Meanwhile, they are harboring his son, who don't deserve to be on the roster. Bronny does not deserve to be on that roster. I'm not even sorry. I'm a real Laker fan that's not going to sit up here and twerk. I'm not one of these twerking ass Laker fans that just be LeBron fans masquerading as Laker. No. He don't deserve to be on the team. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. He doesn't deserve to be on that team. I haven't seen anything that will make me say, no, I haven't seen anything at all. So you better believe he's pouting. He's pouting. He's absolutely pouting, and this guy is not going to go away quietly. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, and you guys have seen it come to fruition. This year is gonna be one big circus clown show, and that is exactly what it's gonna be. I thought we were gonna have a year where we could potentially try to do some things. It looks like I was absolutely wrong. And boy, let me tell y'all, LeBron fans, Laker fans cannot wait for y'all to leave. Y'all have no idea. Everybody's counting down. I was doing a live show, and I think somebody said it to me, or I was doing a live show, and I came across a pretty interesting article here. We were talking about LeBron's new injury that he has that is causing him to be sidelined for the next 3 to 4 weeks from, I think, sciatic nerve or some type of pain he's dealing with, lower extremities. And I came across an article from Sports Illustrated that said this. As I was looking for this news, it said the following. It says, ESPN analyst takes shot at Lakers LeBron James after news of his injury. And I'm like, really? Read through the article. The Los Angeles Lakers announced on Thursday that the superstar for LeBron James would miss at least the next 3 to 4 weeks due to an injury. It then continues on. James is dealing with sciatica in his right side and will be reevaluated in the next month or so. While the injury was a huge blow to both James and Lakers, it was not a huge blow to us. Like, knock it off. We don't even give a damn at this point. It didn't take long for an ESPN analyst to take a shot at the future Hall of Famer. On SportsCenter, ESPN Matt Berry poked fun at James, James's second decision after the injury. So what we want to do now is we want to play the video for you guys. I want you guys to listen to it. It's a very short video, maybe like 10 or 15 seconds or so. And then we're going to come back and react to and continue on. Take a listen to what he had to say there.
Hey, Christine, I have an idea. Maybe he can rub some Hennessy on it and everything will be fine.
You know what, Matt? You would say something like that.
I mean, because that was the big story.
I don't know about rubbing it on it, but if he takes a few shots, maybe it wouldn't hurt.
Rub some Hennessy on it.
Yeah, it could work.
True too.
I don't know.
So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? This is what LeBron has turned himself into. This is what happens. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You lay down in mud, you lay down with pigs, you're going to have mud all over you. This is what happens. This is what happens when you cheapen yourself for money. LeBron is worth what? $1.2, $1.3 billion. Did you need this extra, however much you're going to get paid or whatever it is? Did you really need it? Is it life-changing? Isn't LeBron bigger than that brand like a Hennessy, a damn Hennessy bottle? Isn't he bigger than that? I guess not. So you did the ad. You're getting paid for it, I'm sure very well, for you to put on this ruse or whatever it was. So now you got to deal with the backlash of it. Stephen A. Smith the other day said if LeBron plays badly this year or poorly this year, he's going to wonder if he drank Hennessy before the game. You did this. Now people are going to be calling you La Henny. I mean, it just don't stop. La Henny. La Vodka. I mean, you literally, La Spirits. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, bro. You now got reporters clowning you. Almost every major news publication called LeBron a cornball. The Athletic, big names like Stephen A. Smith, and they all call him a dweeb. They're like, son is a dweeb. And this is what I've been telling y'all. Money can't unlame you. Money cannot unlame you. Just like Fab said when he was having that argument with Ray J, if you a lame, you could be a lame ninja with money or without money, you still a lame. It don't unlame you. It don't. The ad was cringe, but so was the King commercial this summer. And my thing is, don't these people, like, do they talk to people outside? Like, do they go outside? I know LeBron must have a lot of people that twerk it up for him wherever he goes and shake it up, and they be shaking it up like a cocktail. I get it. But damn, bro, like, there's no self-awareness with this. Like, nobody saw that and was like, yo, this is weird. Like, this is you mad weird, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Nobody saw that. Everybody saw it and loved it. Oh man, this is fantastic. This is excellent work. We got to keep it up. It's just one blunder. You would have thought the decision, the first one, was a disaster. A disaster for this guy. One would have thought that 10, 15 years later, he would have learned. No, he doubled down again. How do you do it again and again and again? Good Lord. You've turned yourself into a bloody laughingstock. Into a laughingstock. You got other people coming out there. How are you promoting schools and you promote vodka to say, bro, I don't know at this point, man. I don't know. And now the dude not even going to be playing for the next, 3 to 4 weeks for the Lakers. I told you, dudes. Now you guys understand why we wanted this guy gone. I told you I was a Kobe fan all the way up until 2016. The moment this dude walked through the door, I said, I'm done, Zo. I can't do it. I can't do it. I refuse to do it. And so many Laker fans stopped supporting since this dude been in the building. So many. We can't take it anymore. We can't take it anymore. People are wondering, is this guy going to play? Where are you finding the time to go do hint? Like, this is just where we're at. And a lot of it just seems like it's like a attention-seeking behavior. And when you call it out, you got people like Nick Wright jumping out the window trying to defend it. Oh, well, what's the right way to retire? Retire the first time, then come back. Retire the second time, and then come back. Retire the third. It's like, yo, Nick, you need to knock it off, bro. Like, you need to knock it off, son. When MJ retired, he retired with a 3-peat. That's the first time. Something your man never did. He came back, and you know why. What happened in his life, right? You like to conveniently leave that out. He left because of the issue, what happened with his dad. He came back, won another 3-peat, something your man never did. Not even once. That dude has 2 3-peats. Your man never even sniffed that. He didn't retire the second time on principle because how they was pushing his coach out of the door. With another 3-peat. And then the third time he came back, I think it was to gain ownership into the NBA and all of that, and they gave him his flowers. So you trying to take a shot at Jordan, it's like, yo, bro, y'all are not on that level. I'm sorry to break it to y'all. Jordan is above these ridiculous antics. Like, he's above it. But you got the Nick Wrights of the world defending it. And his fans love it. I don't see what's so wrong. Of course y'all don't see nothing was wrong. You guys bought his Barbie dolls. I mean, come on. What are we talking about? You expect to get a sober take? These people went out and bought Barbie doll. Grown men. Forget about grown men, even young men. What are you doing with a Barbie doll? These are the people we're dealing with. They bought Barbie dolls, for goodness sake. These are the people. They bought Barbie dolls. This is the fan base we are discussing. A Barbie doll buying fan base. That's all you got to know about these dudes. And when you call them out, they be getting tight. Tough. Man, I've been standing out here all night long, man. This is a real serious moment for me. And the question is, after you bought the Barbie doll, what are you going to play with it? What you going to be taking his shoes off and on, taking his hat off and on? It's weird, man. What did y'all do with that Barbie? Did you sit him like on the bedstand or like the nightstand? Did you put him in your office? What is wrong with you people? I don't know.